Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your Noble Cut Cards Weekly Love Reading for the week of August 30th, 2020. And your song for this week is going to be No Sunshine by Bill Withers, I do believe. And the reason I chose this song is because your reading was a lot. It was extremely heavy, and it was a lot about trying to figure out how to make yourself happy while trying to make your partner happy too. And that's kind of the epitome of this song. There's no sunshine when you're gone, but there's this house just ain't no home, okay? You got to figure it out. So you have to make sure that when you're facing these issues, you're working with what you want and your partner wants. So you guys can have a copacetic relationship. And, everybody's feeling like they belong, because that's the key to every happy home, is making sure that when you walk through those doors, you feel right at home. And I think this song perfectly encaptures what you guys are going through, and I hope you can relate, and I hope the message resonates. But here goes your message right now. Hello, you guys, and welcome to No Cut Cards Tarot, where I don't cut the cards, I just deal them. And today we are going to be jumping straight into our Taurus Love Reading for the week of August 30th, 2020. So let's jump straight into it and get started. Taurus of Love for the week of August 30th, 2020. Oh, I'm not gonna take these, but since those were flipped, keep those. Everything's just ending up in this reading, but we're gonna keep it going. That may be the energy, but we're just gonna shake it off and see if it persists, okay? That's just my Taurus in love for the week of August 30th. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry, I know that's gross. My mother hates that. Taurus. Perfect reading. Sorry. So, even no matter how ugly the reading starts off, trust and believe we always get there, because I got your spread perfect. Sorry. Anyway, so let's go ahead and jump straight into the reading. So first off, start off with your overall energy. You got the Knight of Wands, okay? And the Knight of Wands, he's all about doing, and he's all about passion, okay? So he's always great to see. He gets it done. He gets it done right then and there. Look at him ready to jump off into action. Don't know what the fuck he's doing yet, but he's getting it done, okay? But that may be part of the issue, because right here you got your Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So you're putting in the work, but the benefits ain't there. Like, what the fuck? They told me if I put in the work, everything else would come. So what's going on? And that's the problem. You want to know what's going on. So I can't tell you what's going on, but maybe you're moving too fast. I'm feeling like that's what the Knight of Wands is trying to tell you. Slow down a little bit, because he tends to get a little excited, get a little overzealous. And sometimes that can lead to an issue. So keep that in mind, okay? But my Four of Cups in reverse, that's my crying over spilled milk card. One of the many, okay? But look at her. She's crying under this tree, but she's got all these cups here, and she can't even see this hand in the sky, like literally the hand of God giving her a cup with a bird, a freaking bird, a dove, the peaceful dove for brand new beginnings and hopes. So that's the thing about her. She's so worried about what she wants. She can't see what she's being given in front of her. She's so blinded by her greed that she can't see what's right in front of her, because you have a great opportunity here. You just gotta stop thinking about this BS for a second to actually realize that. So hopefully you'll take the hint from the card, hint, and get it together, because you don't want to miss a great opportunity because you're too busy crying over what you had instead of what you could have. Because, I mean, it ain't what you had, but who knows? It could turn out to be a shit ton better. You just got to try it. You might like it. Okay, but moving on. Queen of Swords. Bad bitch card, okay? Every day, all day, she's relentless. She gives no fucks. If she wants it, she gets it, and she gets it done when she wants it, okay? That's just the way she works. And hopefully that'll work out in your favor, because like I said, with the Knight, sometimes you move too fast. Sometimes you need to slow down. So there's a time and a place for everything, and I think that there's a fine line between doing and getting it done, you know? Like, I'm gonna do it, but if you get it done, then that way it's accurate, it's done right. You gotta do it again. But if you just do that shit, then you just throw it together, you know, there's a difference between doing something and actually caring about getting something done. There's a difference, and it shows in the work. So moving on. I don't know why that rank came out of nowhere, but you got the Five of Swords. Like, you got what you came for, and now you're over it. You moving on. Like, all right, well, you told me if I did this, I'd get that. So I didn't did that, and I want it. So I'm gone. Bye. I done served my purpose. I don't know why that popped in my head, but they served their purpose and they're ready to bounce. And that's fine and dandy, but at the end of the day, it's still causing some issues. You got this Five of Wands, and that's my petty squabbling. But you don't even know why you're fighting anymore, because the little fights, they stem from a bigger fight. But you done gotten so distracted with the little ones, you don't even really remember what the fuck the big one was. So that's kind of the thing. Like, why won't it work out? Because you haven't even faced the issue. Why would I stay when there's nothing to stay for? There's nothing but darkness here. There's no sunshine, you know? That's gonna be your song. I know. Because there's no sunshine here. This isn't the place that I once knew it was. It was sunny here. It was happy. Look at this. Everything's green. Like, look, even though she's sad, everything's still green. So you're holding on to that petty squabbling to keep hope alive. In all reality, that's not the energy that they were looking for or hoping for you to reciprocate. Petty squabbling does nothing but lead to bigger squabbling. It masks the issues that are actually there, and then you can't deal with them because you wasted all your fucking time and energy arguing about stuff you didn't even really care about anyway. Who cares if your shoes stink? Who cares if you take your shoes off at the door? Who cares? You know? Next, you got the Page of Cups, learning about how to deal with your emotions. And that's where we're getting back to, because that's where you're at right now. You don't know how to deal with your emotions. So you find yourself lashing out and picking these little fights about little dumb shit that doesn't even matter. Because for real, I don't even care if your shoes stink. I just want them to stink here. You know, that's kind of the vibe that you're giving off. And I don't mean it like that, Taurus. I'm sorry if you take offense, but I'm not, because that's what they told me you're doing. So you want to nitpick, but you want me to want to stay here? Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. This is one of those times. I'm sorry, not sorry. I can't share my cake with you. I need peace of mind too. So you have to keep that in mind about your partner. When things happen, you have to, how do I want to say this? You have to be mindful in your approach, because the nitpicking isn't going to work. That's just going to piss me off and make me not even want to deal with your ass no more. So because that's how it sounded. So that's how I had to give it to you. I'm not gonna keep apologizing. That's what the fuck it is. So moving on. Seven of Cups. So in reverse, you still got everything you need, and that's the beauty of the Seven of Cups, is you always have what you need. But upside down, it can't exactly hold on to it. Okay, so you gotta keep that in mind. You gotta keep in mind what you actually need, because sometimes we're blinded by what we want and not by what we need, and then by going after our wants, we no longer have what we need. And then that causes a bigger issue. So keep that in mind, because there's no need to have unnecessary stress because you want too much. Okay? Chill out. Take a beat. If you want it, put it on pause, put it on ice, come back to it. And when you can have it, you can have it. But patience is a virtue. And hopefully once we get past the patience, this chapter will close and a new beginning will start to brew. But hopefully this chapter isn't closing on a negative note, because right behind it, you got the devil. So that means the way that this chapter closes is completely up to you guys. Okay, Taurus, nobody's going to make you handle this situation any differently. But I do want to remind you guys that if this situation ends on a bad note, you have nobody to thank but yourself, because that's what the devil is. He gives you the choice, but he doesn't make you take it. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can say, fuck you, you gave me a choice. But fuck you, because you took the choice. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Nobody makes you do anything. So back to what I was saying earlier. If you find yourself losing it, just take a step back, go for a walk, and maybe revisit it later. Don't exactly react out of emotion, because that doesn't really serve anybody. Okay? And yet again, here we go with your emotions. You got your King of Cups in reverse. The King, like I told you, these kings, they got all kinds of responsibility, but when the cup overflows, the cup overflows. And the cup, if you don't know, is all about emotions. That is your emotional cup. And sometimes, especially upside down, it's hard to hold in your emotions when it's upside down. That means some shit is spewing out. But at the same time, you didn't be here nitpicking. So how can you be mad if I'm reacting at what you're doing to me? Use the catalyst for my reaction. See, so we back at the science class and shit. So stop picking with me, and I'm going to stop spazzing on you. Because at the end of the day, if you continue to pick with me, I can't exactly learn how to hold my emotions, because it's one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. I'm just going to explode, and then I'm going to keep fucking exploding. So, food for thought, Taurus. If this is you, let them know. Back the fuck off. And if it's not you, and you're doing the picking, back the fuck off. Okay? Nobody likes a picker. But moving on, we got 2 more cards. Then we'll get you your oracle cards. We'll get you out of here for the week. Okay? But you got your King of Wands in reverse. So once more, the passion's not there, guys. All of your kings are here. Oh, no, I'm tripping. It was the Queen. That's what it was. You got 2 kings here, but you got 3 court cards, and all of them are upside down, meaning they're all not where they need to be. They're literally here, but they're not here, if you know what I mean. Like, they're halfway checked out. You're lacking your passion. You don't have your emotions under control. But that might actually be causing the out of control emotions. These could be 2. Okay, bear with me now, because that may have just changed the game. These could be 2 different people. These could be, hopefully, they're you and your partner, and not both your partners. But, you know, that's up to you to decide. If you've got 2 partners, then this is both your partners. But if you don't, then it could just be you and your partner, because one is missing the passion and one doesn't have his emotions in check. So he don't know how to act, and then he not doing the right thing. So what are you going to do? But honestly, at the end of the day, you already know what you're going to do. You have your moon card. That's your subconscious. Your subconscious is bright, and it's there. You just have to listen to your intuition, because it never guides you wrong. You have to listen to your heart, Taurus, because at the end of the day, if this is not what you want, your heart's not in it, it's not going to make you happy. You can't make the shoe fit. Okay, when you force your foot into a shoe, what do? You get blisters, bunions, and corns, and pain, and all kinds of other shit. Who needs that for a pretty shoe? Buy another shoe. Okay, don't make the shoe fit. Just buy a shoe that fits. Okay, I really hope you guys. Nope, I'm moving too fast. So just buy a shoe that fits. But before I let you go, we are going to go ahead and move into our oracle cards and see if we can't get you a little piece of advice before I let you go. That's just for my Taurus in love for the week of August 30th, 2020. Ooh. Week of August 30th, July 2020. I'm getting a lot of these. Okay, we're the same topic. That's probably why. So going on for the first one, Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. Okay, Taurus. This isn't an easy feat. Facing your fears and standing up for what you want and what you believe is right, it's a hard thing to do. So I think going forward, you really should make sure that this is what you want. And if you're not fully invested, then this is the time to bow out. And if you are fully invested, then you need to make sure that you're making the situation work, not just for your partner, but for you as well. This is a 2-way street. Okay, so you have to make sure that both parties are happy in this relationship before you move on, because if they're not, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Moving on. Sea storm, calm amid the chaos. Okay, you have to find your calm in the chaos. When things aren't working, you have to find a way to get things back on track, because you can't just live in the anger for too long. Okay, staying mad isn't a solution to not solving the problem. Okay, no. I thought something deeper was gonna come out, but it didn't. Moving on, Nautilus Princess, powerful personal growth. Okay, this is a time for you to grow. Not caring about anybody else, how anybody feels. You have to focus on you and who you want to be at your core and what you what your values are, what's important to you, and where you draw your lines. And you need to bring your partner into that and say, hey, this is what I'll stand for and this is what I won't. And if you guys can agree, then you can agree and you can move forward. But if you can't, then gotta do what you gotta do. Moving on. Angel of Alchemy. It's a miracle. Okay, so hopefully you guys can work it out. Hopefully this is a positive sign that everything works out in your best interest and you get your cake and you can eat it too, Taurus. Okay, but miracles don't just come out of thin air. You got to put in the work. I'm just going to let you know right now. If you think a miracle is going to come out of just praying for it, it's not. You gotta put something behind that. Death and the Maiden. Invasion, boundaries, violated, dominance. Like I said, draw that line in the sand and figure out what you stand for and what you don't. Okay? You have to draw those lines because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Moving on. Witch of the end of the world. An important end and a new beginning. Okay, so if things don't work out with your partner, this isn't the end. And if they do end with your partner, then it's a brand new beginning, okay? So it's all about perspective, okay? Don't let this opportunity or this situation, should I say, prevent you from moving forward, okay? Use this as a progressing stone, a stepping stone, a progressing point, okay? Use this as a brand new beginning to get yourself where you want to be and to make your perfect picture a reality. And last but not least, guys, we have autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. Okay? And look at the time. We are actually in autumn. Happy September, you guys. Okay? So this is the time to really focus your energy and get these things done. Okay? If this is what you want, then you have to put your everything into it, because if you half-ass it, your seeds aren't going to grow. Okay? Right back to where the fuck we started. If you half-ass it, you're going to get half-assed results. As fair is fair. Okay, you're gonna get what you pay for. So I really hope this resonates well with you guys, Tauruses, and if it doesn't, that's cool too, because there's always a chance at a better deal next week. But before I let you guys go, I do want to remind you guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to like my Facebook and my Instagram business pages. I will be hosting live Tarot Tuesdays every Tuesday. Hopefully you'll come in and you'll get your one free question, one free card, and you'll also get a little bit of tarot information, okay? So I really look forward to seeing you guys there.